Hello Taurus, welcome to your reading for mid-November. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please make sure you check all your placements to get a clear picture of what's going on for you at this time. As always, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate for all of you. Please take the bits that do resonate and leave the rest behind for somebody else. I'm going to pull a simple past, present, future spread for you today, but I'm starting off with the RKO deck by Nick Pantock. I've had this deck for a while and I haven't used it nearly enough. Oh, nice. I love this card. Ooh. Okay, very interesting. We have Anima Animus and we have Mobius. Very interesting. Now, your cards are literally the Lovers and the Death or the Transformation card. Okay? Anima Animus, this could be an energy that is all within you, right? Your yin and your yang, masculine and feminine, fusing together. This talks about a union of opposites. If you are dealing with somebody in matters of the heart, you could be like day and night, okay? Black and white. This could be just absolute polarities. This could be someone who could be from a different culture, somebody from a different country, someone from a different ethnicity, or someone who is just completely different from your usual type. Okay, someone you never thought you would be attracted to. I'm getting Two of Cups energy as well. But I feel like this does talk about, to an extent, the left and the right brain as well, because we're talking about the sun and the moon here. So it talks about logic and intuition coming together to, well, evolve a deeper perception that we have of life and love in general. This could be somebody who has sparked a sense of curiosity in you about what love truly is and how to present yourself in a relationship. Well, I'm going to have to refer to the book to give you a little more. Right, it says the Anima and Animus are lovers with a bond beyond mere carnality. Through the prism of their fused halves, light is redirected to create a new spectrum of color that will reveal the trapdoor between our conscious and unconscious minds. How beautiful is that? This could be a very, very spiritual bond. It could be a very spiritual and intuitive relationship where you're not really functioning from the 3D. There is a 5D element here. You may feel like you've known this person in a past life. There could be a connection that is too deep to even name. Okay. Now, Mobius, this represents the Ouroboros, which is the snake that eats itself, right? This is the death card. But more than this being a finality, I feel like this is more of a transformation. The Mobius, it teaches us that time is not linear, right? And it's a perpetual circular motion. And it tells us to not restrict ourselves by a sense of impermanence. The Mobius teaches us to live without fear, because death is merely a frozen moment. It is not a conclusion, but a transition from one state to another. It is possible that you may be transitioning from casually dating, to to being more committed to each other. This could be an engagement turning into a marriage. This could be moving in together. This could be a leveling up of some kind. And if we're not talking about the 3D here, this could talk about an awakening. This could talk about a realization of the depth of this connection and not functioning from a shallow place anymore, within you or within both of you, if you are dealing with somebody. The Mobius tells us not to throw away the present, craving for more, this and that, but to bring all your senses to bear in the now, perfect in all that is and isn't. This is a card of surrender. And if you are in a twin flame union, not everybody is in a twin flame connection. They are extremely difficult to deal with. But if you are, I feel like your counterpart, your divine counterpart, may be having or may be going through this awakening. It is possible. And if you are a runner, you could be going through this awakening. it's a realization of the truth. It is a realization of who your match is. I was not expecting this for you, Taurus. Wow. We have the Wheel of Fortune. In the recent past, with the King of Cups. What do we have in the present? We have the Four of Swords with the Five of Wands. This is almost the universe giving us a flame and a drop of water to quench it. Alright, let's see for the future. Oh goodness. Wow. What did I say? I literally said awakening when we got Mobius. This is a powerful reading, I can tell already. Bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot with the Fool, Queen of Swords, Four of Wands, Page of Pentacles. With the Wheel of Fortune, this is the universe intervening. This is the universe coming into the picture and saying, all right, I'm going to take the wheel for now. And with the King of Cups, I feel like your heart chakra went through an upgrade. Not just yours, but whoever it is that you're dealing with. There was almost the universe giving you and whoever it is that you are dealing with in love a little bit of a nudge. Stop functioning. I've been talking about left brain and right brain. Stop functioning from a place of logic. Start functioning more from a place of the heart. I'm using the old style Lenormand to get a bridging card just to see what this could mean. We have the Anchor. How beautiful is that? Wow, this is blowing my mind. The King of Cups is in a very, very stormy situation. The water is very choppy, but he is holding his ground. No gender in tarot, just take the energy with you. It is possible for some of you that life in general could have been extremely turbulent. Not related to love, but just in general. And through this Uranian energy of change, you may have found peace within somebody else. You may have found your anchor. You may have found your rock. Someone who kept you balanced and stable and secure. Someone who was very reliable. And you started building a home in that person. This is not for everybody. But the anchor does symbolize a very loyal partner and extreme devotion. There is a solid foundation here that you have been working on with somebody. And this could even just be somebody else looking at you as the anchor, someone who they can count on when things get very, very difficult, and even otherwise. So you see why I got that whole transition energy, that change, that shift. Because I feel like you may have been functioning from a very shallow place in the relationship. There's more of a permanence now. Now, with the Four of Swords and the Five of Wands, honestly, if I could tear every single Five of Wands in every single tarot deck, I would, because it is the most nonsensical energy that ever existed. It is the energy of competition and conflict and petty arguments and just a lot of he said, she said, and just bickering, right? This is not like a full-blown fight. Oh my God, the towers come crashing down. No, this is just random arguments. But then we have the Four of Swords, which is a very contrasting energy. It is the energy of isolation and resting and recuperating and meditating and praying. If there has been a temporary hiccup in your relationship with the Five of Wands where you feel like you're not being able to see eye to eye, I'm going to stress on the word temporary, because the King of Cups with the Anchor and the Wheel of Fortune trumps whatever the hell this is. There could have been a timeout with the Four of Swords. You may have decided to go your separate ways for now, but again, this is temporary. We have the Fox. That's hilarious. The Fox can be very sneaky. The Fox somehow gives me Page of Swords energy. It talks about, well, resourcefulness, but it can also talk about duplicity. Whatever time out this is, it is, well, it's fake, for lack of a better word. I feel like you or the person you are dealing with, you're both kind of kidding yourselves. This is Seven of Swords energy as well. This is just sneaking away because, well, you can't deal with the conflict. And honestly, sometimes the Seven of Swords is a very pleasing card to me because the background in the original Rider-Waite is yellow. And yellow in the tarot represents joy, right? So if temporarily walking away from whatever conflict this is bringing you peace, do it. I don't see a permanent Tower. This is a very nonsensical energy, to be very frank with you. It's possible that there were mind games, there was emotional manipulation, saying whatever it is that you want to get your way, and vice versa. But I think the reason that's happening in a lot of relationships right now is because Mars is retrograding in Gemini. Gemini rules communication. Mars is the aggressor. It is the warrior planet. So communication is awry all over the planet, right? There are conflicts happening everywhere, especially when it comes to tones of voice, texting. My only piece of advice is, if you are in a relationship with somebody and you're having a little bit of a hard time, stop texting. Stop sending paragraphs, all right? Meet face to face if you can. Do a FaceTime call, do a video call, whatever. But tones of voice are very important. There is a square between Mars and Neptune this week that I'm recording. So it's going to make us perceive things very differently from what they actually are, right? We may start, and this is happening to me, quite frankly. It's like I'm overthinking to a point where I'm like, I am so sure that this person meant this when they said this. And then I later clarify and I feel like the biggest idiot because I'm like, okay, no, why was I so sure? That's not what they meant. That's the energy I'm getting. So wherever you feel like, oh, I've read between the lines, I know exactly what this means, it really doesn't. Okay, so have either a face-to-face conversation or just like talk on the phone, pick up the phone, stop texting, because I feel like texting ruins so many relationships before they can even start to blossom. Anyway, now for the future, we have the Three of Swords with the Awakening card, which is kind of strange. The Three of Swords here is talking about pain. It is talking about, with the birds right here, it is talking about communication. Don't let your mouth run away with itself, Taurus. Okay, I feel like with the Awakening card, there's a realization that wants to come about here, either within you towards someone, or, okay, I'm going to get one more, or from someone towards you. Okay. Oh, wow. I'm so glad I did that. We have 34 and 35. Those could be ages. We have 29. Doesn't have to be, but I thought I'd mention it. Now, Fish talks about welfare. It talks about rewards, abundance, and generosity. It talks about a very self-confident person. It talks about someone with an active life, someone who loves to travel. We do have the Chariot here. But in general, this card indicates that there are strong feelings attached for each other and excellent compatibility. With Lady right here, I am feeling more yin energy than anything else. I'm feeling more the energy of receiving rather than giving. Okay. With Awakening right here, I was wondering if this was your energy or the person you're dealing with. I feel like this is more to do with the person you are dealing with. It has more to do with a realization and an awakening within somebody that they need to level things up. Because with the Three of Swords, you may have had expectations, like we always do, right? And it's easy for me to sit here and tell you, Taurus, stop having expectations. They always lead to disappointment. It would be really easy for me to say that to you. But we can't do that, right? We always expect, especially from the people we care about. But I'm almost feeling like if you were expecting, let's say, 100 from this person, okay, and you were getting a mere 30. That's a 70 disappointment. Start expecting 50. So that even if they're coming with a 30, it's a 20 disappointment. So the disappointment level is less. Does that make sense? I'm not asking you to settle for breadcrumbs. There's no way in hell I'm asking you to do that. This is a more powerful spread than something so meager, something so 3D. This is a soul tie. This is deeper than I am giving, or you are even giving it credit. Just sit in your grace. All right, now you could be a man watching this, you could be a woman watching this, it doesn't really matter. Just take the energy. This yin energy is about receiving. See what it is that you are getting. All right, if you are happy with it, if you feel like you can build on it, great. If not, put boundaries up. Set a benchmark that this is what I deserve, this is what I need. Let me know if you can deliver. Okay, there's a temple right next door, you will hear a bell. With the Chariot at the bottom of the deck and the Fool with the Queen of Swords and the Four of Wands, I have been talking about boundaries, but I do feel that this particular person, they do want to start afresh with the Mobius as well. This is a sense of forward movement. This is a sense of not wanting to stagnate. This is the energy of wanting to move away from this fox energy, of this deception, of any kind of lying, right? There's a freshness that wants to come about here. I just don't want you to bring forward pain from the past. Because once you do that, you tarnish your future, right? Let this awakening be pure. Let this awakening be free from past judgment and pain. Okay? All right, let's get you some charms to close this off. Wow, we have quite a few. We have a camera which talks about, well, memories, nostalgia, someone reminiscing, looking at the good old days, thinking about the good old days. So someone could be reminiscing about you, you could be reminiscing about someone, but again, make sure you are carrying forward only the good. Use the bad as a lesson. Carry it forward as a lesson. Don't carry it forward as an energy. You don't want to start manifesting it back into your life. Wow, we have a mask. I have been talking about deception. Let that go. Whether this was from your end or it was from your person's end, I just feel like this fox energy, this Seven of Swords energy needs to dissipate. There needs to be more authenticity here. This is a deep connection. We have Capricorn. You could have Capricorn heavily in your chart. You could be dealing with someone who does. Doesn't have to be. But maybe this transformation will come about in Capricorn season. And then we have O and Y. These could be your initials. They could be the initials of someone you're dealing with. They could be the letters for a state or a country or a city or a street. Doesn't have to be. But yeah, I hope this helped you guys, because it was a slightly vague reading, at least for me. I don't know if it made sense to you. The overall energy I am getting here is, don't let petty conflict be the theme of your relationship. Okay, one particular hiccup does not define this connection. Stop letting it. It goes deeper than that. All right, that was it for you, Taurus. I hope this helped. I will see you in the next one.